What's that the poet said? Hope springs eternal. Well, I've never really figured that one out, but I do know that spring is an awesome time of year for a ball player. Your body's fresh, your head is clear, and everything that happened the year before is just numbers in a book. Last year, my numbers were pretty good, but the team struggled. Believe me, you could be having the best year of anybody in baseball, but if your team's losing, it's no fun at all. So, what about the future? I keep hearing that the Phillies have no direction, that they won't spend money, that they've lost touch with the fans. Hey, that's just not true. I work here. I know. Nobody hates to lose more than I do, and believe me, the course is set for a bright future. Starting with a fresh attitude of new manager Terry Francona, the Phillies are heading in a new direction, building a formula for winning based on a solid defense, strong fundamentals, flat-out hustle, and good chemistry. Consider this tape a small gift from us to you. I'll take you behind the scenes of the best party I've ever been to, the 1996 All-Star Game. Then come along with me as we take a close look at the Phillies' future. I think you'll see that things are really starting to look up.
Let's look into my locker, and what do you find? Practical joke number 171.
As I said, spring training is a great time of year. Unfortunately, spring training is also a time for practical jokes. Ever hear of the three-man lift? Well, you start with a big, strong guy who brags that he could lift 3 men off the ground. The trick is to find a dummy, an innocent victim, to say that he can't. That guy assumes the middle position where he can't move.
You guys ready? Moose? Oh, boy, I can't believe you fell. No, I can't believe
Okay, so they got me, but I'm already plotting my own victim for this spring. You know, the worst part about that is having to watch it over and over again. You know, it's a funny thing, but I never do well in spring training. Oh, I get my work in, my arm's ready, but something's missing. It's that adrenaline rush that only comes on opening day when everything's on the line and it's up to me to save the game. By the end of June, I had racked up a lot of saves and was given the honor of representing the Phillies at the All-Star Game. What really made it special was that the game was played right here in Philly. Now hopefully, I'll make it to more All-Star games in my career, but I can't imagine any city or ball club putting on a better show than in '96. The whole town was decked out in Philly's red, white, and blue. The week before the game, a huge celebration of baseball called Fan Fest filled the convention center. Some of baseball's greatest heroes were on hand to promote the game. I just had to check it out. What a blast! It kind of seemed like a turning point, where the fans were finally coming back to baseball the way it should be. Workout day was unbelievable. I got to walk around meeting all kinds of people on the turf. Movie stars. Hold on a minute, I gotta tell him what movie he was in.
All right, let me know.
Weekend at Bernie's.
You got it. Please.
Bottalico. You don't even know the name, do you? Rock stars. Nah, you didn't know.
Look, your picture is not on the cover of Us, okay?
That was Meatloaf, in case you didn't recognize him. Kind of smoothing around. But the most fun was hanging out with all the guys you try to crush all season. Let me welcome you to Philadelphia first.
You're Mike, right?
Fred McGriff, Rick Bottalico, welcome to Philadelphia. Big guys.
Lance Johnson.
Thanks for coming.
I gotta go get Ozzy. Where's Maddox? What does he hide? We're gonna have to wait. He's with his boys right now. Hey, Ozzy. Ozzy. Madhouse, isn't it? Have you ever had a Philly cheesesteak?
Yes, I have. I've been coming here 19 years, so yes, I have had a Philly cheesesteak.
That is beautiful. Thanks, Ozzy. Guess we got the home run hitting contest coming up. With all those cameras out on the field, I decided to do a little lens work myself. You know, scout the opposition a bit. I got one question. That's it. How do you get the big herd out? That's all I want to know.
You know what? You make great pictures, you get them out all the time. They do it all the time.
Man, I got to clean off that lens. Next came the home run contest, and was that ever great. I've given up a few in this park. It all came down to Bonds and McGuire, and of course the National League triumph. Game day was really cool. Hanging with all the boys in the clubhouse, signing a million balls. I didn't even mind all those creepy Braves pitchers playing cards at my table. When it got close to game time, the goosebumps really started.
Philadelphia Phillies, pitcher Ricky Bottalico.
Finally, things were underway. I couldn't have been happier for the hometown kid who grew up to be a hero.
Goodbye. Absolutely crushed.
I'm really walking on air right now. To come back here and just participate is one thing, and to hit a home run is another. So I'm really emotional right now. I'm really kind of choked up. I don't know what to say.
Drafted 1390. You ever dreamed you'd be in this position?
Well, I dreamed it. I just wanted to, you know, be blessed and work hard, and God has blessed me, and I'm very, very thankful and just very, very honored.
Great stuff. Next, it was my turn.
Bottalico's 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Auspicious debut.
Nice eyes. Cal Ripken. All I could think of was don't hit him.
And Ripken lifts this one to left. Barry Bonds.
That's one to tell my grandkids.
Anderson is running. Buhner lines it to center.
Little scare there, but we got out of it in good shape. Now, I could sit back and enjoy the game.
And a standing ovation for Ozzie Smith.
This is the beauty of baseball, though. The fans appreciate what Ozzie Smith has done throughout his career.
Man, what a special moment. Here's a guy who battled the Phillies for 20 years. That ovation made me proud to play in this city. Joe Carter didn't quite get the same reaction. The fans were letting him have it for that certain hit back in 1993. You know, the one. And hey, Joe and his Blue Jays will be back this summer as the first year of interleague play kicks off. Can't wait for that.
Hell, shutout, ball games over. See ya.
Well, that was really awesome. Hopefully I'll make some more trips to the Midsummer Classic, but none will ever be as special as my first. 2 days later, it was back to reality. The Philly season was spinning out of control, and it was time for a change. Time to look at the future. Scott Rowland, the brightest star in the farm system, got his chance to shine, and he really showed us something.
Check swing. Rowland's going to have to hurry. Got him. What a fine play by the 21-year-old Scott Rowland.
Rolling to deep left field. Forget about it. Long home run. Scott Rowland and Upper Decker.
Deep center field. Wendell McGee away back, and he leaps up and makes a great catch against the fence.
Then came Wendell McGee, a tough kid with a football mentality who electrified us with his outfield play. He picked up his first save in Los Angeles.
He leaps, and he makes the grab. Took a home run away from Tim Wallach and
By the time the season had ended, it was more than obvious that a change was needed. A change in spirit, really. Enter Terry Francona. He brings a youthful enthusiasm and a passion for the game that a young team needs. This winter, he blew into Philly like a breath of fresh air, meeting the media, greeting the fans, and telling everyone who would listen, don't sell us short.
I'm very excited about this. There might be some trying times. I don't think anything always goes as smooth as you want, but sooner or later, and I hope it's sooner, we're going to get it done and it's going to be fun. And I think it's fun to dream a little bit and to have some aspirations that we're going to go surprise the heck out of people and maybe sneak up on some people. I don't think this is rebuilding. I think it's a new direction. We got some young people in here and we do want to let them play.
So what is this new direction the Phils are taking? Well, in addition to starting to pull some prospects from the minors, some key personnel changes were made this winter. Let's start with Rico Brogni.
Right center field. This is a grand slam home run by Rico Brogni.
Not only will Rico provide some power, but he's one of the best defensive first basemen in the league. Now we all know that Mickey and Stock are strong up the middle. They've been doing it for years. And Scott Rowland showed me a lot with his glove. That gives the Phils one of the best defensive infields in the game. And what does strong defense do? It makes your pitching better. Some of the brightest prospects in the organization are pitching in the mid-level minors. Until they are ready, the Phils acquired 2 veteran arms to accompany Kurt Schilling. Mark Leiter, a Jersey guy who will eat innings and keep us in the game. And Mark Portugal, a steady winner in the last several years.
Branson won. This game is over. A 4-hit shutout for Mark Portugal, and he finishes it himself.
The other 2 spots are open to competition, but the strongest candidates are Mike Grace and Tyler Green.
Shutout, a 4-hitter for Mike Grace, who ups his log to 6-0.
Guys that we know can pitch at the big league level and have shown in winter ball that they are healthy again.
And down goes Puckett.
Oh, and by the way, don't worry about the bullpen. Kenny Ryan and I will handle that just fine. In the outfield, we have Greg Jeffries in left. Just wind him up and he hits 300. Wendell McGee will have a chance to show what he could do in center. Right field has a bunch of candidates, but don't be surprised if Lee Thomas doesn't find a big bat for that spot before the season. That brings us to catcher, in a situation that really represents the new direction. Phillies are committed to developing homegrown talent, and Mike Lieberthal will be given the job.
Lieberthal, great throw, right on the money.
Hey, I've played with Lieby through my whole career, and believe me, he can catch.
Tag and try to score, out at home plate. Great block of the plate by Lieberthal.
So there you have it, a young team with a veteran presence, committed to developing for the years ahead. And at the helm, a dynamic young manager who preaches fundamentals and respect for the game. The minors have improved a lot under the command of Del Unser and Mike Arbuckle. Some of the national publications who cover the minors are beginning to give us respect. So you see, the plan is to get good and stay good. So you want to see more? Well, we've just spent the winter traveling all over the Delaware Valley to spread our gospel. Here's a little flavor of our new attitude.
I should renew my...
Give this lady some reasons why you should renew your ticket.
Just came yesterday.
Okay, Rico Brogni, Leiter in Portugal, the young club that we've got, and Mr. Francona and a new coaching staff. And I think you're going to like this if you'll give it a chance.
We've been very careful on who we've brought in. We've brought in some veteran people. The one thing we don't want to do is take some of our young guys' playing time. You know, guys like Wendell McGee and Mike Lieberthal and Scott Rowland, they need to play and get better. So we brought in some people that we think can help them. A backup catcher like Mark Parent to help Lieberthal. A guy like Rex Hudler to help our whole ball club. We're real careful on attitudes, things like that, on the guys that are coming in. I think you're really going to like some of these people, some of the new players. Rico Bronya.
How can you miss in South Philadelphia with a name like Rico Bronya, ladies and gentlemen? Please welcome Rico Bronya. I stare a little bit and then ask something.
How can you not root for a town or people in a town that had Rocky Balboa?
For me, growing up in the Jersey Shore and coming to the Vet all through my childhood and teenage years, I knew for sure that this is where I wanted to play.
We'll give you something to go home and say, wow, did you see that? That's what it's all about. Being an entertainer, playing baseball is a lot of fun. I play for the fans. I play for my family, my team.
No promises on a record. First of all, I'd be terrified of setting our sights too low. So we'll never do that.
The veteran players are going to have to take over. We got a lot of young guys, and with our experience, we're going to have to, we're going to have to tell the Scott Rowlands what to look for in certain situations. A lot of people, well, the Phillies are going to stink. They're too young, this and that. And you people might want to believe that, but I tell you, up here, we don't believe that.
Yes, sir, over here. Do you have a question?
Are you the type of manager to let your closer hit in tough situations?
I'm glad you asked that, because we're looking for a closer.
To me, no one symbolized the new attitude better than Rex Hudler.
I'm going to the ballpark, a Major League Park, gonna play baseball. I got no problems.
This guy's a real piece of work. Reverend Rex, the minister of baseball. The way he preaches baseball, he could get up a Sandlot game in a snowstorm.
Said, look, you're in trouble. Because I come in like this most every day.
That's the kind of spirit you'll see around here this summer. If the winter is any indication, there's a great new chemistry on this team. The '93 Phillies weren't the best team in the league, but they played together and played to win. That's a feeling for the '97 Phillies to build on. We hope to see you at the Vet this summer. Come watch as the new direction unfolds. And don't forget all the excitement of interleague play. Imagine how much fun it's going to be when the world champion Yankees storm into town. And even you skeptics out there will admit that nothing beats a day at the ballpark. It's still a great place to bring the family or meet up with your friends. And there's tons of great stuff to do. Think of the Vet as a kind of town square for the whole Delaware Valley. A place where we all can get together and have some fun. Hey, you might even see me out in the parking lot. Every once in a while, I go out there and ask some fans to do me a favor. Just remember that the Phillies are committed to bringing you the best possible team on the field and the best ballpark experience in the stands. I'll bet that baseball has always been an important part of your life. There's no reason to give up on it now. Hey, we're just getting started.